Hello lovely peoples. Just a little update on these jugs that I was talking about in a previous video. They're fantastic, and but when you go and this flips open, liquid has a tendency to sort of go shoosh like this. So because I'm using these for lye, and I suggested they were great for lye, I'm just letting you know that they go shush. I just had to wipe some lye off the wall. So if you're going to use them, be careful. Just, yeah, that was a little, like I've opened it, you know, probably 5 times, and that's the first time it's done that. Well, it's the first time I've noticed it doing that. I haven't actually seen it shoot lye across the room before. I'm sure I'd have noticed. Then again, maybe not. Okay, so lemongrass and Persian lime. What we're doing is we're going to use the lemongrass and Persian lime from Ilux today. It's nearly exactly the same as the one from Aroma. I think people, I don't think your customers would notice any difference whatsoever. I just think a lot of people in general won't notice. It is slightly more lemongrassy, as in like lemongrass, the essential oil, that sort of. I don't like lemongrass. I've said this before. I love lemongrass and Persian lime because to me it smells way more limey and lemony than lemongrass. So I can definitely, in this one I can definitely smell more of like a lemongrass. I always say that it's like an oily smell. That's not what it is. It's kind of an odd smell. It's like, I don't know, it's zesty, but it's not nice. But this, honestly, if you're looking to not use lemongrass and Persian lime from Aroma anymore, definitely get the one from Ilux, because honestly, I think I have a really good sense of smell. So yeah, I think anyone who's, you know, I mean, just regular people probably won't ever notice it. So I'm not saying that I'm special, I'm just saying that I can pick up scents particularly well, which is probably half my problem. So, alright, we're going to give this a whiz, and then we'll get stuck in, because I'm actually excited about this one. Not that I'm not excited about soaping in general, but it's just, it's always exciting using a new fragrance and just going, don't know what design I'm going to do, I'll just make shit up as I go along, you know. But doing these, having to do these wholesale soaps, I'm not making anything new, I'm making stuff that I've made before. So, like, you know, and I've just done this blackberry lavender, which you know is good, except my stars had a fit. Yeah, but it was sort of like, I've done this before. Yeah, this one, yeah, I guess it's because lemongrass and Persian lime probably. Shit. Okay, stop mixing and think about what you're doing. Yeah, probably because it's lemongrass and Persian lime, I'm excited about it because I love lemongrass and Persian lime more than any other fragrance. Well, more than any other citrus. I do like, I always say that floral musk from Nature's Garden is my absolute favourite fragrance in the whole entire world. So, well, too many things to hang on to. Now I just need a bit of white, so we're going to pour that off. And I'm going to need a bit of green, so we're going to pour that off as well. I feel like that'll be enough for the both of them. Yeah, we'll just do a little bit more. The reason I needed to stop stirring is because the base of this soap is actually yellow. So I don't want to have this set up too much more, because I'm going to have to stick blend it to make it yellow. Oh my good gravy. That's my new swears now. It's like, you know, it's just, swearing's just like, whatever now. Don't know what I'm talking about either. You guys are sitting there going, what is she waffling on about? I'm standing here going, what am I waffling on about? Now that's got a fair amount of titanium in it, so we may possibly get some thingy-majigglies that happen from titanium dioxide, which escapes my brain at the moment. Glycerin rivers, Jesus. I don't know why actually I don't know why I film it, because it's just, as soon as I turn this camera on, it's just like mental times have begun. I think the green is probably a little bit darker than Lime Spider, so we might put in a little bit of Caribbean. Not a little bit, a fair amount of Caribbean. We've always said Caribbean here, I'm pretty sure. They can go there. And then in here, what we'll do first of all is take this out of here, plonk that in there, and then we'll take this and we're going to use a whole shitload of this because I want it, you know, we'll just use it all. I want it to be a nice yellow. I'm pretty sure I have more Tuscans on. I have more yellow over there, I don't know what it is. Alright, so let us spray. No, let us have a whiz. Oh, yes! How pretty is that? And yellow into green, which is good because, you know, yellow and green. I'm not sure that's entire. Oh, yeah, no, I was going to say it's not dark enough, but it is. Ah, shit balls. I'm supposed to be making 2 of these. Well, fuck a duck. So much for not swearing anymore. Good golly, Miss Molly. Oh well, I don't have any lye made up. I've just used the last of it, so I'm going to have to make that up and get another spatula. Oh, that was dumb. That was supposed to go in the white, you moron. Oh well, whatever. We can actually clean spatulas off. It's not like it's, you know. It's also not like these two are not going to mix in the soap, so. Whatever. It's like, whatever. No, leave that in there. You've got to put fragrance in there. For God's sake. I don't know if this is going to behave the same as the aroma stuff. If it does, it should behave. We're going to find out very shortly. Oh, it's so good. Well, I can only smell out of one nostril at the moment. Oh yeah, that looks like it's being good. Alright, I'll put some in her, and the rest in her. Oh my god, I've just used way too much, haven't I? Have I? I don't know. It seemed like a lot of fragrance. No, they hold 30ml, don't they? I'm sure they do. Well, we'll find out. Look, worst comes to worst, I will have to keep this for myself. That would be terrible. That would be so terrible. I have not added any extra liquid to this, which means it's running at about 1.5 to 1 ratio of lye to liquids. I make a 1-to-1 ratio, and then I add my extra. I master batch my lye and make a 1-to-1 ratio, and then I add the rest of the liquids as milk into the mix, and that is how I make goat's milk soap, because there's absolutely no necessity to add it to the lye. Makes no difference to the end product whatsoever. It's just, I don't know why people insist upon doing it that way. I don't know, they think it's special or something. It's really not. It literally makes absolutely no difference. I mean, I've seen people say, oh, they can feel a difference if they use 100% goat's milk to just using it as your liquid portion in your oils. But honestly, unless it's done with like a double blind study, I'm not going to believe it. I've tried them on my skin and I was prepared to be convinced either way, neither way. I had no stakes in it. I just wanted to know, and I honestly couldn't feel any difference. So I just don't feel the necessity to be making bloody goat's milk lye. It's just stupid. It's just such an extra effort, and it's hard. Like, it's not even easy. Okay, now I'll take that back. It's not hard. It's just time consuming. Like, who wants to stand there for bloody, 20 minutes mixing friggin' lye and ice cubes together? Not me. Not when it doesn't. If it made a really big difference to your soap, I'd do it. But it makes little to no difference. I would say none. But alright, now I'm going to pour this from really, really high. So I'm going to get my... Whoa, shit. That's all supposed to be on one side. Like that. And then we're going to do the same with this one, because it all needs to be on one side. This is set up a little bit more than the titanium, funnily enough. Alright, oh Jesus, that's what I get for trying to do it all on one side. It really is all on one side. Okay, I'm going to leave a bit in these and on the side so that I can do the top. Now, the problem with hanger swirls is you never know if you've gone overboard. So I'm going to push it down in the side that has all the yellow, and I'm just going to just mix just in this one side. Just because in the picture it's only on one side. I'm just going to get that off as much as I can. And that has behaved absolutely beautifully. It's still very liquidy. You could 100% do something quite interesting with this. Okay, so green in the middle. Alright. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that green has set up somewhat, but still, I mean, look at it. Look how lovely and liquid it still is. That's so good. Well, there's another one from Ilux that's bloody perfect. So, no ricing. I don't know if it'll discolour, because I'd be guessing if I said it did or didn't. That's always a wait and see. It was lovely and clear in the bottle. Alright, let's get that nice and flat. Just like that. Like that. Good old Bobby Duke. Good old Bobby Duke. He's a funny man. He's a bit of a nut job. That's why I like him. Still liquidy. Look, it's still liquid enough that I can actually pour it out of the container. There you go, look at that. Not very much, but I can pour it out somewhat. So that's pretty good. Definitely not complaining about that. I hate not being able to breathe. I'm so sick of it. Not sick of it enough to do anything about it, obviously. I went to the chemist today. There you go. I did something. It had nothing to do with my breathing issues, but there you have it. So the other problem I have is I have a tendency to hold my breath when I'm stressed out or when I'm just not thinking. And I don't have to think about breathing all the time, no, but just I do tend to hold my breath. Like if I'm watching something suspenseful, or like I said, I'm stressed out, or I'm thinking really hard about something, I'll just hold my breath, which is really dumb. And then the next thing I'll be super breathless, and I have just been sitting in front of the computer. It makes no sense. Alright, so this is really simple. You can see I've got 3 lines of colour, and I'm just going to draw backwards and forwards with the chopstick. I'm only going to put it in about, you can see that, I'm only going to put it in about that far. So it's just moving just the top. You don't want to stick it down inside because then it'll move it around on the inside. So to do this top, just put it in just far enough just to move the top. Backwards and forwards, doesn't matter how fast or how slow you go. Just backwards and forwards. Try and make them as reasonably even as possible. And then I'm going to go around a couple of times to try and drag it because it's still so lovely and liquid. It's definitely going to drag. There you go. And there you go. You can see that's the deepest. That's with it pushing upwards on the chopstick as well. So that's about how far. So what's that? Just 2 centimeters, I guess. That's it. That's how you do that top that looks super cool but is super easy. Do I glitter this? Is the question. Is that ever a question? It is the question, but I think the answer is just always yes. It doesn't look like it has glitter on it. We'll just put just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little bit. Not that one, because that one's got... This one's, you can see it's got quite interesting like goldy red tones to it. Can you see that? I think you can. That's one of the ones from my micro obsession. This is the hollow from Arse, Aussie Soap Supplies. It's Eco. There we go. Just a tiny, like that's a tiny little amount for me. That's tiny. I think I can bring it up. It's still a little liquid, so we won't tip it too far. There we go. So there you go. That's it. And the top's not that. I mean, that's not as good as it. Yeah, it's alright. Sometimes it does pull a little bit better if it's a little thicker. It's kind of weird how it definitely looks better on this side than this side. Well, it might have been just a little bit too much white on there. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to take photos for Instagram and for the thumbnail, and I will see you for the cutting. Bye. Hello. So, I can say definitively that this lemongrass and Persian lime and aroma lemongrass and Persian lime are cousins. I wouldn't say they're like sisters. I'd say they're cousins. It's way more lemongrassy. It's just, this definitely smells more like, this is really hard. I left it for 2 days. This smells more like an essential oil than a fragrance oil. Well, that's an exciting piece, isn't it? Jolly good. There we go, that's better. Oh, very nice. We've got some glycerin ribbons, which I don't like. Anyone says, oh yeah, they look rustic. No, to me, when people say rustic, that's just a good way of saying your soap looks like shit. I don't like rustic. So I hate hot process. I refuse to do hot process because I don't like it. I think it's ugly. It's never smooth and nice, and it's just ugly. This is pretty damn good, but so it ashed, which is weird because it's not humid. It's, oh god, there's some nice pieces in here. Anyway, who cares? It ashed. Who gives a shit why? It just did. That's it, the end. I'm really liking this. Looks lovely. I love these colours together. Love, love, love them. So I've come down today, I get stuck in, get the rest of these soaps done. Probably not going to film them, probably just going to do them because I just want to get them done. I have so many things to do and I'm running out of time to do everything. 5 minutes after I walk in here and the face is itchy. The dishwasher has leaked all over the floor. I don't know what's going on with that. So I don't know. I don't know if something happened to it when I moved. Yeah, so that's not good at all. But you know, I put a towel in front of it and soaked it up. I don't give a shit. Wow, that's real. Wow, how good is that? Wow, that's so cool. There's I don't know if the camera's going to pick those up or not. Look at all the different lines in here. That's so awesome. Wow, that's possibly one of the coolest pieces of soap I have ever seen. And that one's not too bad either. It's got a little bubble in it. You can see there's a little tiny hole there. That's because I mix like a crazy person and I don't care. But yeah, oh wow, that's so cool. Huh. Well, there you go. You gotta love a hanger swirl. I don't do them very often, but they always turn out pretty awesome. And I did notice that there was... I've got to clean this. I'll turn this camera off before I clean that because you don't want to see that. Alright guys, I'll see you for the next one. Bye.